Hey guys, Jeff Howard here at Kiteboarding.com, and I got to tell you, we were out at the AWSI, and Hugh from North is one of the most amazing designers out there. I got to hand it to him. He's such a pleasure to talk with. Well, he was so stoked to show me their new Navigator Pro bar, and I was waiting for it to come out. Well, we've got them, and this is their new auto-unwind Navigator Pro bar, and I got to tell you, it's one of my most favorite bars. Basically, it's just so simple. He digs into all the designing aspects. Hugh is unreal when he comes down to it. He's so enthusiastic in that designing, going from the chicken loop to your foam pads, your floats to your bar feel, all of the stuff. It's so amazing to listen to him and go through it. Well, we've got these Navigator Pro bars here, and I want to go through some of those points of what they've been talking about, which I was so excited to see come out. So there have been some other bars out there that are auto-unwind. There's more than a few that are out there. One of the biggest issues with the auto-unwind, what I mean by that, some people may ask, is when you're hooked up to it, when you unspin your bar, everything spins with it. It flows through it. There is no twist in the front lines. There never will be. Everything flows around as you spin the bar, and the safety runs through the center. So it auto-unwinds. All you've got to do is spin that bar, and all four lines unwind. It's not your outside going around it. So how is that possible? Well, you've got to run the dual lines running through the bar. Well, what happens to those is most brands have had difficulty with the wear and tear in the center of the bar. Depending on how you cast the metal, how you make that metal, or you put a plastic piece in there that is replaceable, because sand, wear, and tear just takes its toll on there. Well, Hugh and the guys at North have come in here and totally redesigned this center joint piece in the bar to basically eliminate that wear and tear, go to find the most available, toughest materials that they possibly can. So what they have done is this a molded stainless steel center, not a cast, but a molded injection stainless steel. Then they do a PVD coating on that. It's a very, very tough coating. You can look out and see it. It's used in the aerospace industry and a lot of other industries to make things very tough and smooth. So your center lines will run through there smoothly and basically resist that wear and tear that we have when you run those two tubes through that bar. So it's a PVD titanium coating on a stainless steel center, and that reduces that wear and tear down to basically minimal. So replacing your lines, if you ever had to, they made that very simple, but it's a great centerpiece. Everything is really clean, not too tight. If you get stuff in here, your tube's too tight, I've seen them just get real sticky. This one runs real smooth through the center of that bar. So then they go into their chicken loop. He's changed some things in the chicken loop, the Navigator chicken loop. This is a really cool little system. You can pop your two pins out, replace your centers if you ever had to replace the plastic tubes in here. These are very stiff, so it keeps the kinking in those tubes. That's another issue that stops the flag out line from running real smooth through the center. I love how this runs through there, as well as it's a self-center. So when you pull it up in here on the chicken loop, this center hook in, your flag out line stays nice and stiff, centered. It's countersunk in here into the bearing, and it's really nice, really clean. I love how all that works. They've really done some engineering in here. The other cool part is it's one of the smoothest click-in systems, seatbelt type systems. That's it. Easily unclip, release, and it just seatbelt lock back in. The other thing that North has done, and the only one that's done it, is if you want to change out your chicken loop or sizes, you don't have to have tools. You pull back the O-ring, push in, turn, and you can replace that thing. So simple. Or go down to, let's say you want your slider when you're out there foiling and you want a slider ring type chicken loop, or you want to go large for handle pass. All you've got to do is simply lock that in, slide down the lock of the ring. Now that won't come out, and then you lock that back in. The other thing that they have changed is their lock tube. They've taken the lock tube off of the side of the chicken loop, so now you don't have to replace that or change it over to another one. So your lock tube just stays right there. One screw changes that out. Pretty much they last almost forever in there, but it's very, very simple and easily exchangeable. So the other thing they've done is they've come up here to their trim block. They've changed out the trim block material down here, this base. They beefed this up a lot. Seems like there's been a few out there that, and different companies that have had issues with the strength, but they have molded their own block in here using their own proprietary North cleat, bungee cord, very simple. Everything is super lightweight. Hugh was mentioning that back on his first one. He's made this pull your sheet line loop very, very lightweight. So when it slides out, it doesn't have this mass and want to wrap around. But very clean, very simple. As I said, the flag out runs so smooth through the tube. These tubes are two different sizes. Your flag out tube is a little bit larger, and then your load tube, which has the line inside of here to take the load, is a little bit smaller, but runs very, very clean, very simple floats. Your line wrap tensioners are all nice in here, very nicely placed. You have 3-knot adjustments up underneath here. Some of these systems are a nightmare to pull out of there. This one's very simple and very clean. As I said, Hughes just really thinks through every little bit of these bars, but you can pull this out, do your adjustments. It's got 3 knots, meaning that your front lines will gradually settle on every bar. There are the load lines, and you can just make those real simple, clean adjustments underneath here. They've got their Pro lines. These are the same lines they've run on their past Navigator bars, but very nice. They are treated for stretch, wear, as well as how smooth they run against each other. A Spectra Dyneema. Everything is color coded, but what I love about it is how clean this system is, and it's very lightweight. They dropped their weight down by 20%. Great bar if you're looking to get something new, then upgrade your bar. When it comes down to bars, I always like to upgrade. I use one bar for pretty much every kite that I fly on, and I want to depend on that and smooth and clean. Well, I got to tell you, Hugh at North has done a fantastic job. The other thing is they run the same length lines in your centers, so if you need to get a new set of lines, there is no sleeving. You can just order 20s and they all come in. These have them linked out from 12 to 10, 12 and 10 out, so you can run short or you can run out to 22 meters. As well as they go to the universal pigtails, so you want to fly this on any kite out there, it will work. You've got universal pigtails on the ends of it. But again, Jeff Howard here, Kiteboarding.com with the Navigator Pro from North, and these are just starting to come out. If you have any questions about it, don't hesitate to give us a call, but fantastic. I can't wait to get this thing out on the water. I'm definitely switching out my old one and picking up a new one. I really like it. I really like the lightweight and the simplicity. Anyway, that's Jeff Howard here at Kiteboarding.com to show you the new gear to keep you on the water and have some fun. Hey guys, Jeff here again. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell. It really helps us out in making these videos. Have a great day.